Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And today we are doing another Amazon activewear haul. I feel like I have to do these every couple of months to either like find some new brands that Amazon is selling and also to keep up with the brands that I like from Amazon that may have launched some new pieces and stuff. I honestly have a love-hate relationship with Amazon because recently I had my white coat ceremony for dental school and I had like this crisis with dresses. So the only place that would deliver in time was Amazon. So I ordered 8 dresses and like 2 of them had stains on them. And then the rest were just like absolute trash. But with activewear, they just have better stuff. Amazon clothes are a little iffy for me, but the activewear, I usually have good luck. Plus, I've discovered so many new brands from Amazon, and then you can kind of buy from their own website or wherever they're selling. Some brands tend to sell on Amazon and off Amazon. So anyways, we have some cross-waist leggings, some active skirts because those seem to be a thing lately, and some fun sports bras. It might just be one sports bra because for some reason one of my Amazon packages decided to be delayed. So if you're new here, my name is Catherine. I like to do activewear reviews here, anywhere from expensive brands to see if they're worth your money and affordable brands to see if they're good enough quality for you. If you like these videos, give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe for more. And without further ado, let's start talking about everything. So I feel like starting out with cross-waist leggings. So I have some cross-waist shorts and some leggings. Oh, I just realized the one package that didn't come were these shorts that I really wanted to try. Okay, so first I got the Puidizux, that's how we're gonna say the brand name, high-waisted cross-waist biker shorts. So at first I was like, these aren't really biker shorts. They are 5-inch inseam though, and I love a 5-inch inseam. 4-inch, I can do it, but they always roll on me. 5 inches may or may not roll. 6-inch never rolls on me. Anyways, they have a cross waist. Unfortunately, they have a front seam. A lot of Amazon brands haven't quite caught on with the no front seam yet, but I know some people like front seams, so yes, it's true. Some people do like front seams. They have a little crotch gusset here. I love the little gussets. It's a sleek performance material, and they're just kind of straight across in the back. I swore I ordered the army green. This is feeling like more of a gray to me. These come in size small to extra large. I ordered smalls and everything. I'm the kind of person who doesn't really look at a size chart and just orders a small because it usually works for me. And then we find out if that is going to work for you or not. Anyways, these are about $26. Kind of expensive for shorts on Amazon, but let's try them on. Okay, before we get started, I would just like to show you Peach here, taking her little nap on my little chair. Oh, the stretch. Oh, the stretch. You're such a good girl. Okay, back to the activewear. So I actually think these are really nice shorts. I think the length is really good. Solid 5-inch inseam. They don't have the highest rise, as you can tell. So they're kind of like the Alphalete Surface ones in a way, where they just like don't come up super high. It's more of like a mid-rise. And the only negative about this being kind of like on the lower rise side is because they do have a front seam. It definitely is invasive if I tried to pull them up. Like I can't pull them up any more than this. So unless you're looking for a mid-rise, these aren't the ones. But yeah, material's nice, nice sleek performance. They're not squishing my thighs, so definitely true to size as well. They're not doing anything crazy for the glutes, but I don't think they're squishing down, so we'll do a solid medium, just straight across in the back, but it is going above my glutes, so that's good. And yeah, I think this material would be nice and sweat wicking, pretty solid, so as long as you don't mind a front seam, I think these are really solid cross-waist shorts. Next, I got these Odotos cross-waist leggings, and I've tried the Odotos brand before, and they were just okay, but I think it was mostly the design was just like a little bit boring, so this time we got some cross waist, and these ones are looking more promising. So I believe these come in shorts and leggings. I'll link them both down below, and the leggings come in both a 25-inch and a 28-inch, which is great. 25-inch is like kind of a conventional 7/8. 28-inch is like a full length, but you know, depending on what height you are, 25-inch might be full length on you. These also had this nice like space dye print, which I thought would be kind of fun. I don't see a lot of space dyes, and I always think it's kind of a more flattering, solid-ish color because just like disguises a little bit of sweat, a little bit of cellulite. So unfortunately, these do have a band at the top, which I'm not like a huge fan of, but they have this cross waist. I also didn't love the scrunch at the side. They have this little like ruched detail, but it's not a deal breaker for me. And the back, the seams on the glutes are actually slightly curved, so these might be flattering. These do have a front seam again, and they're just like super slightly brushed, and they're actually pretty soft. So these are not as like sleek performance as the last ones. Might collect a little lint and stuff, but oh no. No. Is this a stain? Why am I getting so much stained Amazon stuff? Okay, I return a lot of stuff on Amazon, but I keep it in pristine condition. So whoever is returning bad stuff on Amazon, shame on you. Don't stain things and return them. That definitely looks like a stain to me. Comment down below. Is this a stain? People who've returned stained things. You're ruining returns for everyone else. I'm just letting you know. Okay, you know, I'm actually kind of a fan of these ones as well. This is the height that they actually want to sit on my waist. I didn't pull them up or anything, and they're actually a really high rise. Like, they go right to the smallest point of my waist, barely showing any belly button, which is like pretty high waist for a cross waist legging. They do have the seam at the top here, but I really don't feel like it's cutting in a lot, especially because it's a cross waist and it's just like a little more forgiving. So the top band doesn't bother me as much as I thought. It may cut in a little bit in the back in terms of a top band, not super constricting. I also feel like we're getting a lot of tummy control here because we have like 4 thicknesses of fabric right at this cross waist, and it's actually a pretty thick cross waist as well. So also liking that. The front seam is not my fave. It is causing a little bit of problems here, but to be honest, recently every front seam has been causing me issues. Maybe my body has just gotten used to no front seams. So that is something I can get over. Honestly, anytime I wear a front seam legging now, I always have to wear my Jiv camel toe proof thongs because they're just the best. I mean, I don't wear a front seam legging without those anymore. Those are the best underwear. The material is about a light to medium compression overall. Definitely would stay true to size. I got the 25-inch inseam, and they're obviously a little short for me. I am tall, I'm 5'9", so I should be getting the 28-inch. I don't know why I ordered the 25, but that's okay. And I feel like space dye fabrics generally have like a little more stretch and a little more like naked feel than most fabrics, and I don't know, I just feel like these are kind of hugging all the right places. The glute seams are actually pretty flattering. We'll still just give like a medium maybe on the booty scale because it's nothing crazy, but I don't know, I think these are pretty flattering cross waist leggings. The ruche at the side isn't super noticeable, not really bothering me a ton, but these just like fit really well, and they come up at a really nice point in my waist, which is hard to find with cross waist. Okay, I'm kind of rambling a bit. You'll get a little cellulite coverage with this material, as well as a little bit of sweat proofness as well. And yeah, okay, Ododos. I've tried them before, didn't love them, but this style is so much better, and maybe I'll order these in the shorts because I have to return these because of the stain that's going on here. But okay, let's move on to some tops and bras. So I got this Icy Zone sports bra. I feel like Amazon just always has like a lot of good, really basic bras, a lot of basic colors and things. So I was kind of looking for some more fun designs, and I ordered one more bra, but I'm not really sure where it is. But anyways, I thought this was like one of the like cuter sports bra designs that I've seen on Amazon. It has like this strap that comes down into like a little arch in the back, and then all of these little straps kind of attached to it, and I don't know. I just liked the strappy back of this, and I thought the color was cute too. It's like this neon peach, which you don't often see. I don't love how it's black on the inside because I'm already feeling like this may like show a little bit if it folds or anything, but maybe it won't fold. So I got a small in this. That's kind of my normal sports bra size, and made of a sleek performance material. All right, here's the sports bra. I'd say it's a decent fit. This is a small, my normal sports bra size. I don't think I could size up because there's an elastic at the bottom here that's kind of perfectly fitted to my rib cage. So this is definitely gonna be my best size. So in general, go with your normal sports bra size. In terms of coverage, I'd say it's like light to medium coverage. I am getting a little side boob over here, and it's definitely a scooped cleavage. And for support, also kind of a light to medium. So definitely not the most like high impact sports bra, but if you're just looking for a cute sports bra, I mean, look at the back of this. That is so cute. And I feel like Icy Zone also has a couple other ones that are cute. Icy Zone also has some good tops. So I've definitely shopped for this brand before and liked them. I kind of wish it was a brushed fabric because this fabric is getting slightly shiny vibes to me, but I feel like from afar, you can't really tell, and I'm definitely getting enough coverage in this. I think I'm gonna keep this bra because it's actually kind of fun. This is the kind of sports bra I feel like I'd see on like a more high-end brand because it's just so fun, and Amazon brands can be so boring, so I wanted to try a fun sports bra. Hope that covers it. Might show a little bit of sweat, but it is a performance material. Then I got this little cropped tee from CRZ Yoga. I love CRZ Yoga tops. I think they do such a good job. So I got this in a size small, and it's just like this kind of lightweight t-shirt, cropped, because cropped t-shirts are like the only thing I wear at home and like over the summer. I don't want a full length t-shirt. I like them cropped. This one is a Pima cotton elastane blend, and it is a little bit stretchy, which sometimes little like cotton tees aren't stretchy, so I like that. Might be pretty cropped, but definitely like a boxy, relaxed fit. And I'm loving the rubberized logo here on the back. It's not super extreme, but it's also matching the color of the shirt. Let's try it on. Okay, here is the cropped tee, and I'm a fan of this. I love a little like boxy shaped crop, and I love that they have a yellow color because I feel like so many Amazon activewear brands only stick to neutrals, so it's nice to see a bright summery color. The material is soft, a little bit stretchy. It is like a little bit cropped, so like for me, you could probably see the bottom of my sports bra if I lift my arms up. Generally, just like with having some boobs here, it just makes cropped shirts even more cropped, which is always a bummer because I wish my crops went a little bit longer. So it's definitely a pretty cropped length. Like we're seeing a good amount above belly button. It's not gonna go to the top of your legging waistband or anything. The edge is also sewn, and I feel like a lot of cropped tees are a raw cut edge, so you're not gonna get any like rolling up here if that's something that bothers you. And here's the back, just kind of boxy and flowy shape. I feel like mine needs to, you know, take some time outside of being folded because it's a little bit wrinkled. But I like this. I would definitely get this in more colors. I've been seeing a lot more active skirts and dresses coming up like in the activewear world. I feel like I mostly see like affordable dresses. Like I've seen the Halara ones. I actually like the Halara one. But I haven't tried a lot of skirts myself. And since Buff Bunny recently launched some skirts, and obviously they're more of like a mid to high price point for Buff Bunny, wanted to try some more affordable ones. So this one is $27 from the brand Belief. It does have a band at the top, which the Buff Bunny one didn't. It also has a little like key pocket in the front here, which is nice. I got a size small, and it kind of looks like relatively flowy, not too much. I don't like my skirts to be like too poofy, but I also don't like them to be like super tight. They do have an inner short mesh lining, so I guess this is more of a skirt than a skirt. Phone pocket in here, and one of the ones I ordered. Oh yeah, this has the same little style of like tennis ball pocket than the Buff Bunny one did, and I saw this on Amazon. I was like, okay, I have to order. It's like not quite the same because the Buff Bunny one had like mesh, and I don't know, I feel like you could see it a little better, but we will test this out. If you don't know what I'm talking about with this like tennis ball pocket, then you will see. Let's try it on. All right, so here is the skirt. I feel like it's definitely pretty true to size. I'm not like super compressed or anything. I think it's a good amount of compression everywhere. If anything, it's like a little big. The band at the top, it does have a band here, is kind of helping keep it at my waist. And I also feel like it's not cutting into my waist. So not too bad with the band at the top. You know, I'm not really a fan of that. So we have a little waistband here. I feel like the flow of the skirt is nice. It's not too crazy. And the length, it's a little short, but I still feel like I'm covered. And if we try bending over, we might see a little bit of shorts, but they are still shorts. So it's not dangerously short. Like the Halara dress for me was definitely shorter than this. So I feel like this is a little more reasonable. I don't absolutely love like the mesh inner short lining, but it's definitely a short on the inside, and it is an extended crotch gusset. And okay, they actually don't have a front seam on these shorts. These kind of are built like men's boxers, but, or are they briefs? Men's briefs. But it still kind of works. Not squishing into my thighs, so that's good. We have a phone pocket over here. Let's see if it fits a phone. Yes, it does fit a phone, at least enough. And then you have the tennis ball pocket over here where you take a ball, this is Peach's toy, but you just kind of pop it in under there instead of having to tuck it under your spandex if that's something that bothers you. And then you just kind of pop it right out. So fun. The Buff Bunny ones had this, a little different, but same concept. Another benefit of the mesh lining of the shorts is that they're nice and lightweight, and these are kind of a sleek performance material, a little bit shiny. So I actually really like these overall. Kind of wish it didn't have the top band, but it's not a huge deal. But in terms of like an affordable little like tennis skirt, I think it's really nice. I kind of thought I would like this one more because I liked like the fun colors, but even though the Belief one had a band at the top, it wasn't like a thick elastic. And on this one, this whole top region is just like one thick elastic. That usually like never works out. It also like usually moves around a little bit. And I just feel like this one is just feeling a little less quality in the fabric. It kind of feels like that cheap performance type like shiny material that you get on like Wish a lot. If you're ordered from Wish, I don't really recommend it. And this one has more like panel detailing. It's more of like, I don't know what that kind of skirt is, but you know, the skirts with the panels, so they're kind of coming back. And this one does have inner short lining, but I don't see any pockets. So definitely the Belief one kind of wins in terms of like function and perks, but let's try it on. Okay, to be quite honest, I could hardly figure out which was the front or the back of this skirt because there's like no tag on it. So this one's okay. I'm not loving the material. I thought the paneling was kind of cute, but now that it's on, I'm not sure. And this one is definitely shorter than the last one. Like I am barely covered at all, and I feel like as soon as you lean over over even a little bit, you can see shorts. So the last one was definitely a more acceptable length for me. I think this one could totally be okay if you're on the shorter side. Still has a little flow to it. Don't love the elastic at the top. It just like doesn't feel really secure, and just having the contrast of that like thick elastic in the thin fabric, it's just like, I don't know, not a big fan. There's also no pockets on the inside here, and like, what's the point of having a skirt if you're not gonna put any pockets? And here's the back, just some more paneling. This one I can just tell the fabric is not very good. You know, I've tried my fair share of fabrics. Anyways, inseam on this one is probably like 2 inches as well, and it's not compressing my thighs, but it's also just, the material is so thin, I don't know how it could have any compression ever, so. Then I have a couple more little leggings and shorts before we wrap up the video. But first I have these new Colorful Koala faux leather leggings, and Colorful Koala has always been one of my favorite Amazon brands because they're just like always such a solid brand. Like they're always my go-to black leggings. And since they're my go-to black leggings, to see that they came out with like a faux leather made me kind of excited. A lot of faux leather leggings that I've seen, and like the ones that I currently have that I kind of call my faux leather ones, I have some ones from Jed North. They're actually made of like a glittery, shiny black material. This one's like a true faux leather. As you can see, it like actually looks like a faux leather, and let's see how it stretches. It actually does a pretty good job stretching. I'm generally between an extra small and a small in Colorful Koala. Tend to go for the small just because the extra small gives me a little more camel, so usually just go for the small. But if you're in between sizes, definitely size down. Okay, let's try these on. They look kind of fun. So Colorful Koala is on Amazon, but if you shop on their website, my discount, I think it's CAF 2021 now. It gives 10% off, so, and usually they have free shipping there too, so sometimes it's a little cheaper to order on their website, but I'll link both just so you can decide what's best for you. Okay, I have tried some pretty like itchy, uncomfortable faux leather leggings in the past, and these are really nice. Like they're way stretchier than I expected. Like I could actually work out in these if I wanted. Like this is fine. So I am wearing the small here, and I feel like it fits me pretty well. I don't need to size down or anything. If anything, there's just like the tiniest bit of looseness in the waist, but generally everything else fits. About a medium, maybe medium to high compression, depending on your size. They do have a front seam. All Colorful Koala leggings do. But something I also love about Colorful Koala is that they have 28-inch inseam leggings, which seems like every brand lately is just kind of coming out with like 25 to 26-inch inseam, which does work for most people, but for my tall girls, you gotta have the 28-inch. So I love that. Here's the faux leather material close up. I feel like they did a really good job. It's not too shiny, does have a slight little sheen, but yeah, these are definitely gonna be great like lifestyle leggings. I wouldn't wear them to the gym just because of how they look alone, but they could still work. Okay, they're a 75% polyester, 25% spandex. They're not brushed. They're just whatever this is. So I don't know. I like these. If you're looking for a faux leather legging, I mean, I haven't been disappointed by Colorful Koala yet, so big fan. Okay, I figured out why they were so soft. Colorful Koala usually has brushed leggings. They have some sleek material leggings, but they actually brush the inside of the faux leather. So these are the faux leather leggings that I'm holding up right here, but the inside is brushed, so they're extra soft against your skin. That's great. I love that. And I reviewed the Success leggings in my like best leggings for your glutes from Amazon video or whatever it was, and they have biker shorts now. So these are kind of an Alphalete amplified dupe. They're not like 100%. I did a comparison of these, the Camo Fitness scrunch and the Alphalete Amplify scrunch in my recent Camo Fitness review. So go ahead and check that out if you're looking for a comparison, because there's definitely pros and cons of each one. But yeah, these have a pretty extreme scrunch. It's definitely very tight feeling, but they're still very flattering on the glutes. So pros and cons. So these have a thick waistband that's kind of sewn on to the short. Then they have a decently thick scrunch. It's thicker than the Alphalete one. The scrunch does basically attach to the gusset down there, and there's a little bit of a contour detailing as well, and these are a biker length. So let's try these on. Okay, so here are the Success shorts. I'm actually a big fan of the length. I think these are like a 7-inch inseam. It's pretty compressive in my thighs. Like I'm getting a little bit of cutting in, but it's kind of a little more wide. They have like this like band at the bottom, so it's not just one seam. In general, if you're in between on these, I would for sure size up. Definitely a little single camel cone on because they are seamless. Super high rise, like definitely higher rise than the Alphalete ones. Pretty compressive waistband here. These are also definitely more compressive than the Alphalete or the Camo ones. And then you have the booty scrunch. It's pretty extreme on these. and you can definitely see the scrunch depending on the size of your glutes. Usually if you have bigger glutes, it kind of hides more. I do my best to hide it, but you know, it only hides so much. Definitely high on the booty scale. It also has this little contour around here. So I was kind of excited to see them come out with shorts of these for summer because I did like the leggings, but sometimes still they're just like a little too extreme for me to wear to the gym. The waistband in the back also kind of comes down into a little V, kind of curves around. So they're obviously just like probably one of the most flattering shorts. Also the most tight on your glutes because this seam has no give. Like, it is very stiff. So you're someone who doesn't like to feel major wedgie when you squat, don't get these because they definitely feel like that. They're more for looks than for function, although the material is a thick seamless. I've seen other leggings in, so it's semi-functional. And lastly, I got some more shorts from Oxjox. Oxjox is another one of my favorite Amazon brands. If you're into seamless, Oxjox has definitely got you there. They don't have a lot of regular like seamed leggings, mostly seamless stuff. So we have some yellow camo here, and they feel really stretchy, which I like. I feel like sometimes these like Gymshark camo like shorts and leggings can be a little bit stiff. So these feel pretty good. Oh, and do they have, oh, this is interesting. They have like the little ruched detail actually at the side of the leg instead of as a scrunch detail. I think it's kind of nice because the scrunch never really did that much for me. Instead, they just have a raised pseudo seam, which if you're new here, pseudo seam is my term for this fake kind of raised seam. It's like not really a seam, but it's kind of a seam. I got a size small. They tend to run a little big if anything, but hopefully that works. Okay, the inseam is kind of like between 5 and 6 inches. So not like a super short, but not like quite a biker. I mean, it could be a biker depending on what you categorize as. Let's try it on. Okay, so here are the Oxjox shorts. They're really stretchy and I like the material. They're also not squishing my thighs too much, just like a hair, but to the point where it's probably just gonna like keep them in place. Length is good. I just would probably stick to the darker colors because I just feel like this is definitely, it's definitely see-through. So the yellow has let us down again. Yellow is very hard to do, so I'm not too surprised. High rise, medium compression. Someone comment down below, what do you think of these? I just don't really think they do a lot. I feel like I kind of would have just preferred if it was just plain on the side and it didn't have that, but I do like that they don't have an actual scrunch in the back. The camo is nice. It's a very subtle camo, especially in the yellow color. All right, guys, that's it for the haul. I hope you liked it. I feel like we had a lot of hits today. I actually thought that the leaf skirt was pretty good in terms of like affordable active skirts. The colorful koala faux leather leggings were like incredible. And I really liked that sports bra and the Odotos cross waist leggings. Those were really nice, especially like the little space dye. So lots of hits this time. Comment down below any other Amazon stuff that I should try, any other videos you'd like to see in general. Finals are kind of coming up for me, but still trying to do what I can with videos. Just, it's hard to like plan videos and film them and edit them when finals are coming around. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you made it this far, and I'll see you next time. Bye!